it's not entirely unpleasant to see Daredevil back in the big screen on Marvel Studios on Disney Plus. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm itching to watch this show. It's so great. Let's dive into it and discuss now. So we're back. We had Daredevil Born Again, the first 2 episodes, and what can I say except, oh my gosh, they stunned me, they shocked me. There was so much going on in these episodes. They're phenomenal. I love where they're going with everything. Let's dive in and discuss everything that went on in these episodes. So it starts off, the first episode, Karen, Foggy, Matt, they're in a diner, they're happy, they're discussing everything that's going on in their lives. Foggy gets a call from his brother. There's some stuff going on. Matt hears it. Matt goes to investigate because he says there's someone in the house, someone's breaking in. Matt gets there, no one's there. All of a sudden, Bullseye is at the diner. He ambushes them, and then just, spoiler alert, goodbye, Foggy. I was stunned. I couldn't believe they did it in the first episode. I had an inclination it may happen later on in the season, but right off the bat, the first episode, and then the fight that ensues between Daredevil and Bullseye is absolutely great. Bullseye is taking out people in the diner as Daredevil is fighting him. He's just flinging left and right, like this and that. It's just like everywhere. I couldn't believe what was happening. It's such a great fight. They fight in the stairwell. Daredevil is just getting flaked into the chest, into the suit, with all these different things that Bullseye is throwing. And they make it up to the top of the roof of the place where they're at and fighting. And Daredevil Mufasa's him, throws him off the building, just right off the building. He just lands right there behind Karen. Karen is stunned. She's there pleading with Foggy, please, please, please. And Karen probably thinks it's Matt. Turns around, sees his Bullseye. She's calling out for help. People get there, they're screaming, and just so heartbreaking. Foggy does not make it. I cannot believe they did that, like I said. And Matt is just stunned. He cannot believe it. Takes his mask off and just throws it off the building. He cannot believe it. He's distraught. He hears Foggy's heartbeat go out. And it's so sad, but what an opening to this show. I was stunned, and I love what they did, though. It then picks up 1 year later now, so Karen is now out in San Francisco. Bullseye survived, and he's on trial. Consecutive life sentences, he's not going anywhere. Without parole, without bail, none of that. He's in jail, incarcerated the rest of his life. Matt now has a new practice with a new partner going on, and it's just Karen comes to visit him on when the trial is happening, but it's just nothing really there. There's nothing there. She wants to kind of probably distance herself, which you understand, but it's just, wow. So they pick up 1 year later now, and there's just so much different things going on. Kingpin is now back in the picture. He wants to run for mayor of New York City, and spoiler alert, he wins. He's the new mayor of New York City. Matt hears this. Matt cannot believe it. What's his angle now? What's going on with him? They sit down and diner and they discuss it. Kingpin just doesn't want vigilantes around, doesn't want vigilanteism. He drops some hints. He says, we don't want a guy in skull and crossbones on his chest going around the city. Someone just like a Spider, Punisher, and Spider-Man. I think that's a future tease to what we're going to see with the vigilante thing coming around. He's going to probably enact there's no vigilanteism going on at all. And it's going to set up a future conflict between probably Punisher, Matt, Kingpin, whoever, whatever it is. I don't know. But I love the storylines that are there. And Fisk pleads, and he keeps telling people, I'm a changed man. That's not the guy that I want to be. That's not who I am. I am just left that guy behind. Vanessa's running his empire now. It picks up as well, but it's still there. The criminal undertones are still there. Everything that Wilson Fisk embodied and was, those undertones are still there, and I love that. He's trying to keep that guy in. You can tell, but it wants to come out. He wants to be that person, but he truly believes, I believe in him. He wants New York City to be a better city. He wants to fix it, but it wants to be his way, by his rules, by himself. And there's so much that's going to unfold because of that, I think, with everything that's going on. Matt's seeing a new person, but then is Fisk tied in with that person somehow? How does he relate to that? What relationship do they have? What's going on? I don't know. We have the White Tiger, who unfortunately has a conflict with some police officers who are roughing up someone in a New York City subway. One of the officers gets hit by one of the trains that comes by, and so that guy is now on trial. It's revealed he's a White Tiger. Matt finds out about that. Matt confronts him about it, but it's just so many different storylines and plot lines that are going on. I love it. I'm loving everything that's happening. Fisk and Vanessa are having problems now. They're going to counseling with therapy. Spoiler, with the person that Matt is seeing now. So that's another dynamic that's going on too. There's so many different things unfolding. I love everything that's going on with the story, with everything that's happening. And there's so many things that they can dive into down the line too. It's a lot that's happening. And as we get into episode 2, and episode 2 concludes, Matt, that violent nature, that there's just that anger that he's kept in all this time since the year of Foggy's passing. He's hung up the mantle. He's hung up the suit. He's not Daredevil. Some cops come to try to intimidate the witness who saw what happened between the guy who is the White Tiger and those New York City cops. They come in, they try to get the guy, the witness. Matt gets him to escape, and then they confront Matt. They try to push him out the way, rough him up, and then Matt just lets loose that violence, that rage, that anger, that aggression. It comes out, and Matt just goes off on these people. I'm pretty sure he unalives one of them, if not both. So I was stunned by that. That violence is still there. He has that darker half that's bent up and it wants to come out. You can clearly tell all that came into fruition there, and that's how it ends. I was stunned by that. I could not believe it. So I am very curious to see what happens next with this show. I am loving it. We get one episode next week, one episode next week after that, then one episode again, then we get another double feature with that. So a lot of episodes coming down the pipeline. I cannot wait for more of these. This show is outstanding. Go watch it now, especially if you haven't seen those first 2 episodes, which I don't know why you're watching videos if you haven't, but go watch it. Come right now, watch those episodes again, rewatch them, understand it, and there's just so much more and lore that you can dive into. The storylines, the details, the dynamic between these two is absolutely exceptional. Like I said, these two are born to play these specific roles. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio kill it and knock it out of the park. They picked up right where they left off. It's outstanding. I love it. I love their dynamic. So much is happening, so much is unfolding. All right, thanks for watching. I love the show again. Go watch it and get ready for next week's show. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute banger next week.